Hello, good evening, and welcome to Try Not to Die Thursday, where I'm going to be playing some more Oxygen Not Included, and hopefully not getting any of my dupes killed. But there's a lot to get going with here. Starting with, I saved off here, which I believe I was having someone come to this door. And hopefully they'll come and destroy this door soon so that I can have a look at what's going on inside here. And also get rid of this morb because they're not useful to me at all. Nasty little creatures. But yeah, somebody's coming to fight this morb. I'm not 100% certain where they are, but someone's coming to fight them. But yes, the general idea here is that I need to... Whoops. I need to explore more of my asteroid. I'm still really hoping to find a hydrogen vent around here somewhere, because that would be really useful to me. I know I can make hydrogen, but I would really rather, find hydrogen. I did research this, yes? Yes, okay. I'm a little confused what's going on in here. What is that? Liquid? It's so cold that the carbon dioxide has liquefied. Oh my goodness. That's pretty darn cold. Please, somebody come and destroy this door. But yeah, okay, somebody's having an allergic reaction, alright. But yeah, I don't see... There's this vent here, which is the carbon dioxide vent, which I don't see being useful to me. Which is part of why I've boxed it off there. Well, that's interesting. I take the door off and it's still undiscovered territory. Perhaps I need to break in from the other side then? Like, I can't even run a ladder down that way? If I run a ladder down this way... Maybe not that far. Like if I run a ladder like that... that. Maybe? Yeah, when they get around to it. Or possibly we could take nails here. And send them in. Oh, thank you, Nails. That's very helpful. Okay, inspect the computer desk. Searching through the computer, I find some recoverable files that are still readable. View that entry. RE objectionable request, encryption level 2, to Director Stern from Dr. Broussard. It just gives me a bad feeling. I can't stop you if you insist on going forward with this, but I ask that you remove me from the project, Dr. Broussard. Subject RE objectionable request to Dr. Broussard from Director Stern. You signed off on cranial chip implantation. Why would this be where you draw the line? It would be an invaluable safety measure and protect your printing subjects, Director Stern. And undiscovered. Okay. Well, that seems very concerning. Schedule a rummage, inspect. Nothing of interest. Schedule a rummage, inspect. Nothing of interest. Of course. Well, hopefully we'll find something interesting in the rummage. Seem to have another polluted water area over here, and I see more fish. Just need to figure out how to get to said fish. Let's see, the fish is up here. So I think what makes sense is to, well, use what I'd started creating. Like this. And like that. Like so. Yeah. Ooh, clothing. Okay. Warm coat. Who doesn't have any clothes? Gossman, George, and Lindsay. Okay, so there's a warm coat and there is a snazzy suit. Let's give Gossman the snazzy suit. And we'll give Lindsay the warm coat. And George remains in default clothing. Did I have a fish trap around here somewhere? I think I did, but it was... Oh, I'm above the base, not below it. Okay. See, I'm collecting all the fish in my asteroid in here, where they can be a food supply forever. Let's see, this was water. Yeah, that's a steam vent. Like, if I do decide to give up and make my own hydrogen, I have plenty of water to do it with. I have at least 2 or 3 steam vents around here, so... Yeah, I think I caught some fish over here. Oh, wait, there's one I missed. Gasp! Oh, and here is another piece of neutronium. Probably be easiest to come at it from this side, so... like that. Let's see, if I go straight across here... like that. And up to there. And a passage across like that. And like that. And a fish trap. Yeah, okay. And then down to see what that vent is. I still dream of finding my own hydrogen vent and not having to make the stuff. Okay, how are we doing up here? Working on it, working on it. Okay, bunch of thimbleweed here. And a fish. Oh, there's another one. What are you? Saltwater geyser. Well, there's hydrogen present, but... and a cool steam vent there. Not quite what I was hoping for. Let's see. I do wonder where the petrified fossil is. It's got to be in here somewhere. New printables available. Okay, we've got the fish trap together over here. Oh, and there's another one here? Okay. Like that. I mean, if I just had some hydrogen, I have a gold geyser. I have multiple of these cooling places in the ice biomes. I will never have to worry about metal again. Wait. Petrified fossil! I will have to figure that out at some point. In the meantime, let's go check out those new printables. I don't think I have anything to apply because George is the only one who's still learning things, I think. And he hasn't gotten a skill point yet. What do we got here? A care package of Paku, an Otto, an Abe, and a Jean. I don't need another dupe at the moment. I would love to have that care package of Paku. Open the door. Open that door. Block this spot. Deconstruct this airflow tile. Okay. Okay. Let's nudge the priority on that block. Come on, people, build that block. Man, I turned up the priority and everything. Okay, there's some granite being delivered there now. Come on, somebody build this block. It is Bert's current errand. Where is Bert? Bert, hello? Where is Bert? Oh, there he is. Okay, then I would like that care package of Paku, please. And they should flip-flop their way over into the water. Okay, put this door back on auto now that they're through it. And they're in the water! 10 more Paku. Put this door on auto. And hopefully not trap my flocks in the middle. No! Oh. Oh, we're going to be playing silly games now, I can tell. Somebody come open this door. My Phlox is trapped. Come on. Thank you, Lindsay. Okay, now my Phlox is safely contained again, so we deconstruct this block that I put in. Alright, somebody comes and deconstructs this block, yes? Someone? Anyone? I can't put the ladder back unless you deconstruct the block, guys. There we go, okay. And then the ladder goes back in there. And good. Okay, up here. I've yet to explore all the way over this way. But how are we doing here? We're working our way up to the fish. That's good. Two fish over here, eventually. And then down here. Why did I leave these? Okay, this fish trap has done its job, so it can be deconstructed. And over here we have a cool slush geyser. Fascinating. Puts out polluted water, which is not quite what I was looking for, but, you know, water sources are water sources. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna block that off. Because I don't really want a flood. Even though this liquid is a really nice temperature, polluted water is not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. And we haven't made it down to the other geyser yet. And there's another one. Ooh, that's gonna be a tricky one to access. Like, I think what I want to do is, like, come up at it from the underneath. So... if I go down here... and then across... and up... that, then the hydrogen should stay in there, and I get to find out what this geyser is. Admittedly, I could just set up some purifiers on that cool slush geyser and have water that is the right temperature forever. I'm just not sure if that's actually... It's a very tempting thought, but for now I'm just gonna block it off. And also I have to figure out how to get to this, but probably this all is going to lead me there eventually. I wish I could be more excited about the cool slush geyser. It's been ages since I've had a base that had one of those, and they can be very nice because the water that comes out of them is a very livable temperature. But it's just like, it's not what I was looking for. Yeah, I rummaged that already. Now, I really don't want anything to do with the lava. I have no intention of breaking through to the lava layer. I have no use for lava whatsoever. Oh, there's more fish. Oh, and there's an oil geyser here. Oh, that is spectacular. Oh, if I just get my hands. Okay, this can be deconstructed. There are fish here. Entrap them. And then we'll figure out how to get the fish down here. Right, that's a carbon dioxide vent. Why do I have 2 carbon dioxide vents? What did I do to deserve that? I can't even use it to preserve food. Not since the changes. That's another anti-entropy. I've got so many of them. I just need the hydrogen to make use of them. Buried object discovered. Okay, that's three. Three carbon dioxide geysers. What the heck? Oh man. What am I supposed to do with all these carbon dioxide geysers? Man, how unlucky. I'm trying to look around and be thorough and stuff, but... Well, finding a cool slush vent is pretty awesome. Finding 2 carbon dioxide vents to add to the at least one other one that I already had is extremely disappointing. Because I know if I find a place where there's still fish, I haven't fully explored that area yet. Most of the vents tend to be downward rather than upward, so I don't have much hope of there being a vent near the surface, but... I'm not being very thorough about this search. Let's see. That's the edge of the map over there. Here we're working on catching some fish, and there is the crude oil vent, which is spectacular. If I just had some hydrogen, and another one of the leftover facilities. Oh hey, wild slickster. Unexplored zone. Quite a large one, actually. Yeah, I need the hydrogen so I can cool things. I need to cool things. I also need to look up the best ways of using the anti-entropy things because I really... The last time I even tried was years ago, and the game has changed since then. Not that I would remember exactly what it was I did anyway. sets the fish trap and the fish immediately gets caught. It's perfect. But yeah, I'm not gonna have to rely on my slicksters. Not with that there. Heck, I might even be able to use oil for power with one of those. I was just going to use them for plastics, but... But, you know, not having to deal with all those spore childs, that's pretty awesome. I'm very happy about that. Don't want anybody bringing zombie spores back to my base. But yeah, I'm running out of unexplored areas is what's happening. Which feels weird to complain about, but like I have this swath in this corner that I really haven't gotten to. And this upper bit here that I'm kind of scared to access too closely. Oh, hey, there's lots of fish up here, though. And the saltwater geyser, which, yeah, probably going to ignore that one's existence. But anyway, new printables. Does George have a skill point yet? No, he does not. Okay. Okay. A Devon, Shove-Vole eggs, a Pay, and a Travaldo. Well, I do not need another dupe at this point. I definitely don't want Shove-Voles in my base. Dear God, no. I'm just going to reject a lot of this. Shove-Voles are a good source of meat, but that's the only thing they're good for, in my opinion. Other than the meat, they're just, what is the right word? Destructive. They're just destructive. So we'll just have that lot go away, and we'll wait for the next ones. It's too bad about everybody's allergies. I think Gossman and Bert are the only ones who are allergic to stuff. And they're not allowed in the gardening room. But just going by it is setting them off. Okay, how are we in the kitchen? Oh boy, the ingredients fridge is full. Okay, what is it full of? Pinch of pepper nut, bristleberry, lettuce, meal lice, bit of mushroom, I need to find something that'll use some pinch of pepper nut because this is way too much pinch of pepper nut. You know what? Let's make some pepper bread. I think this will use up the pinch of pepper nut. we'll use a bunch of the sleet wheat too. I do have pepper bread on the list for this fridge, right? Yes, yes I do. Okay. Yep, that's all the pinch of pepper nut. Excellent. Go, Amari, go! Yes, that's right. Make that pepper bread. And we should probably make something that uses... use up some lettuce. Because we can't let the ingredient fridges sit full for too long. Food will start to rot. I do wish that I knew what was setting off my allergic people. Hold on, hold on. From breathing germ-filled oxygen. Yeah, it's Gossman and Bert. But I don't understand, like, decor germs? Oh, yeah, the floral scent is everywhere. Oh, my poor allergic people. The doors are not containing the floral scent like I'd hoped. Oh, that is misfortune. We're also not going to talk about the food poisoning in the water. I guess I was hoping for a little more containment of the floral scent, but... well, I guess Bert and Amari are just going to... or Bert and Gossman are just going to have to suffer forever. Yes, that's right, Amari. Cook up a storm! Yep, okay. How are we doing on... oh yeah, that's a full pipe. I love to see a full pipe. Yes, those are some good full pipes. Although... Yes, I see a mistake that I have made that I'm going to have to rectify. The power supply here needs to have a tank. Question is how, well, not how, but where. It's gonna have to be down here. Okay, so can I flip that around? Nope, it's one way and one way only. Okay. Come on. Must be built in unoccupied space. Yes, I know. Also, I don't want to build you out of copper. I have hardly any copper. I want to build you out of gold. I really wish I could flip you. Oh, I know why. I know the problem. It's the mushrooms. That's the problem. Okay. Like this. And then, where's my ventilation and plumbing? This pipe goes in there. And this pipe goes in there. And then this gets deconstructed. And we're gonna have to remove the mushrooms in order to be able to access this. Like that, I guess. Because, yeah, when this gets started again, I'm gonna have to have people come down and jumpstart it. Because we've run out of gas. Sigh. Hey, Liam. Thanks, Liam. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with this polluted water here. And this polluted water here. Is this tank big enough? Can I make it big enough? Also, why doesn't this have power? Oh, because it runs off of this, of course. That sends liquid. Huh. What is it that triggers that? Because actually that pump should not be pumping constantly. Yeah, you should be turned off right now. I think... You know what I want? You know what I want? You know what I need? Is a manual switch. Yeah, like that. Oh, didn't realize I was making that out of my copper. Oh well. But yeah, I need to pump the water out of here and out of here. And into here. Where is the deepest part? This is the deepest part. Okay. So, what I need here is a pump. Like right here. We'll run a ladder down like that. And put a vent here. Okay, down here, along here, down here, along here, and in there. And then... Oh, wait. I want to hook that wire in here. Deconstruct. And while we're at it, reclaim all this wire as well. And then... yeah, like that. Okay, we need to... What is this detecting? It's supposed to be detecting natural gas. Yeah, it's supposed to be detecting... I mean, I can see the natural gas. Why is it not detecting it? Whatever. Enable building. Enable building. Get this switch finished, please. Okay, what will happen is we'll get this all built. I'll take this down to this lowest level. And once this is down a bit, I'll break into this chamber and drain it this way. That's the plan. It's my best plan. Thank you, Mima. Like that. Extend this ladder to the floor. And this one, because why not? New printables. Hey, George has a skill point! George has a skill point! Eee! Whoop! Oh, I just shook my entire desk. I was so excited about the skill point. Okay, let's have you learn some improved strength, shall we? And what do we have here? 3 dupes and an Alveo Vera seed. Now I know that I can't grow the Alveo Vera. I don't believe I have the environment for it. I think it's one of the cold ones. Browse, well, search database. There we are, Alveo Vera. Fleshy stems are dotted with small apertures featuring bidirectional valves through which carbon dioxide is absorbed and sticky oxygenated waste is secreted. This buildup, resulting from this respiration cycle, crystallizes into oxalite ore. Horticulturists have long been curious about the protective epithelium that prevents the oxalite ore from sublimating while on the plant. Unfortunately, it is too fragile to survive handling and has thus far proven impossible to study. Okay, they consume carbon dioxide and ice and form harvestable oxalite deposits. Yep. So, yeah, I'm not able to grow that. So, I think I'm going to be turning down this whole printable section as well, because I still don't want another dupe. So, reject! Rejection! Reject them all! Oh. And it appears that y'all have hatched. There's a third one in there. There we are. Wrangle that one too. There's definitely more than 3 in there, but man, I can't see them all. Okay, they should bring 1 into this pen because it only has 3 people now. I just love how you can just see the top of the egg just sort of sliding along. Yes, there is much wrangling to be done. That's wrangled. And one of them, yep, taken straight up there. And the rest should be dumped over here. Yes, that seems to be working as it's supposed to. So many of them. Oops. One of the ones I missed. There it is. I think I might have all of them, but I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. Alright, dupes, come a-wrangling. While that's being taken care of... turn that pump off. Okay, let's see. That is going to erupt soon. Okay, let's re-disable these buildings. Because we've got gas in the machine now, and some gas in the tank now. Still building here, but there's time. Okay, how is the mass wrangling going here? Excellent, excellent. Four individuals in each room. Perfect. So many fish. And things still going in here as they should. Although, yeah, Bert and Gossman are forbidden these doors and these doors. Okay, Bert and Gossman are not allowed through these two doors. Mushroom Storm is still failing to fill the way that I've been hoping that it would. Truly, there is no reason why this should be like this. There's so much space. Okay, well, what if... What if I made this an airflow tile? More wrangling. Always more wrangling. I have no idea how many hatch there are in this spot. I just know there's more than there should be, which is 0. I'm supposed to be more on top of this. Okay, so what all is in the fridge? Bristleberry, lettuce, still a few meal lice for some reason, mushrooms, okay, I really would like to use up the meal lice. Let's try 10. Did that take all the meal lice out of there? No, it did not. We'll deal with it. Oh, that's some good wrangling, Gossman. And yet there are still free hatch. So many. And several of them have been here long enough to mature, which I'm very ashamed about. But I think this is the last... I think this is the last uncaught one here. It seems to be the last one that's moving, anyway. And Gossman comes and takes it away to drop it off in the place of horror. I wonder if I should make this little area bigger. I should probably do that. Not too much bigger, just a little bit bigger. Well done, Gossman. I wish you'd finished the job, but thank you for starting. Oh, look at all these glorious fish. And look at all that meat. See, this is just my surplus. That's just meat. And replacements for when these guys die of old age. These guys are my coal supply for my power. So, yeah. Okay, I changed that to an airflow tile, and yet this guy still thinks that it's overpressured. See, the idea was that this would all get filled up with carbon dioxide, and then the extra would just overflow. And my storage is full, huh? Yep, my storage is very full. Oh dear. I mean, I can put in a few more boxes here, but where is another place that I can put storage boxes? I suppose, like, I have a bit of space over here that I could put a rack of storage boxes in. The main problem is that's outside my airlock area. The other option is to make this into an actual chamber and build a bunch of storage there. Yeah, I think the actual chamber thing is going to be more storage down there, but first we'll expand up into here and use the last of this space. So deconstruct that bit there. And bring the ladder up. Like that. Like that. And then like that. Yeah, like that. And once this all is built, then fill this in. Just, you know, to be using as little oxygen as possible for the storage areas. Yeah, that's the plan. Can they reach that is the question. The answer is yes. Okay, and copy settings. the last storage chamber. Good, 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 good. Good, I think. Good. Okay, how are we doing down here with the pump configuration? Oh, we are hooked up and functional. Like that. And like that. Do not get yourself trapped, Liam. There's no way you should be able to get yourself trapped in this setup. This should be more than enough space for that much. Right? Somebody is gonna come along and take this out, right? I'm just gonna assume the answer is yes. And yes, this is very inefficient, but this was the low point of this water area, so... I will try to figure out something better later, but I've got a lot of polluted water to drain before that point. Thank you, Lyra. As we proceed to make things worse before we make them better. This is a lot of water. I think I may have to do a more formal arrangement here. Possibly a wider one. Like... I can come over this far. Like that. So what we do is we let them build this ladder. But we don't go all the way to the bottom until they've built this bit, which they can easily reach from down here, but they're going to do the ladder first because it's easier. New printables already, dang. George still doesn't have another skill point. Let's see. I can't actually grow Bomb Lily right now, but I don't see any reason not to take the seed in case I do have a setup where I can grow it later. Okay, so... dealing with that. Pumping a lot of liquid there. And this turned out to be a chlorine gas vent. Really not what I was hoping for. Also, where'd you come from? Was this all sand? You know, I'm gonna try not to think about it. Okay, so if I do like this... come out here. Like that. Like zoot. Which will get us to the petrified fossil. And put an excavation on that. Sierra Lad, hello! Welcome back to the stream. It's been a while. I'm afraid there's no face stabbing in Oxygen Not Included. It's mostly attempting to survive despite the odds. Right now, the odds do not want to give me hydrogen. So, you know, screw them odds. Carbon dioxide, I have like 3 vents of the stuff. Why have they not come to claim their clothing? I didn't lock them out of that door, did I? I don't think I did. But yes, I am working on it stabbing faces like a trademark. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing that I have done in the past and will probably do again in the future. But it is unfortunately something that I am not engaging in at the moment. Where were those fish that I was collecting? They were up? I think they were up somewhere. Oh, there there's some of them. Okay, yes, this was the upper fish area that I was claiming. Still cannot get past the mid-game, though, and once I get to rad bolts and advanced research, my brain goes, heck this, I'm out. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get to advanced research, but I'm having a little difficulty getting into space. Producing the appropriate materials for being able to do the advanced research out in space has proven to be a little tricky. Mima, why did you bring your balloon on this expedition? What the heck? Why? I'm glad you're happy, but balloon, unsafe. The good news is I've got lots of water, massive amounts of water. So I can make hydrogen, but I keep hoping that I'll find hydrogen. Oh. I need to collect a couple of seeds, apparently. Well, I'm working with an ice, like I'm working through an ice area over here, so why don't I just... Here, let's have gimme. Where is it? Where is another easily accessible one? Not here. Oh, here's one. Perfect. Although, this is not the best location to be pulling from. Ah, this one. We'll use this one. Still haven't built a rocket or one or anything. Spaced out basically removes oil from starting biomes. Oh, yeah. I mean, I generally don't play on Spaced Out. I don't really love the radiation. It's not fun. But down here, I have done the Home Sweet Home victory condition. With this base, I'm trying to breach the temporal tear, but I need to do more research. So I have the research area, but I need like chips that I get from space, and getting into space, well, I need steel and plastic, and well, I will have steel once I manage to cool the sucker enough. That's what the configuration here is going to be once I have enough Wheezeworts. But, yeah, I have not sent my dupes to space. I've told my dupes, hey, be happy with what you have, you're living here now. And, that's pretty much what happened. And they're constantly complaining about long commutes. I can't imagine why. But yeah, I might get smooth Drekos because I've been forced to feed my Drekos nothing but mealwood. But honestly, I'm farming the Drekos for the phosphorite, not to shear them. So, and I'm in the process of gathering every fish on the asteroid into my base. so far, that's been going pretty well. And over here I have my alarming collection of hatch. I am farming hatch for the coal, but I don't need more than 2 rooms. So all of the extra hatch have been going over here. And I noticed that I have a room with only 3 hatch in it here. That's not right. Yes. Wrangle that hatchling, please. Awesome, thank you, Gossman. Although I'm not sure where you're going now. Take somebody... Okay, Ruby. Yes, Ruby, take that hatchling over to the farm. Yes, thank you. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, things are going well with the farming of animals. The farming of plants is medium. I'm using natural lighting. And so things get a little weird when I only have 1 of my little light bulb creatures. There should be an egg in here somewhere. I have no idea where it is, though. Let's see, if I pause... If I say sweep everything... no storage room available. Oh, there we go. Shine nymph egg. Incubating. So yeah, normally I have 2 in here. But when there's only 1, the bristleberries suffer. But that's okay, because I have a fridge full of... lettuce? Maybe I make some more mushroom wraps? I do store mushroom wraps, right? Oh yeah, I'm storing a lot of mushroom wraps. Oh my. See, I'm growing a lot more than my people can eat, which is awesome, but also I'm growing more than my people can eat. But yeah, currently I've got the setup here to be cooling down some water for my refining setup, which is up here, so that I can make steel. But this cooling solution is not going to work for the crude oil at all. So I've been trying to find a hydrogen vent. I've been praying I have a hydrogen vent somewhere. Okay, let's see here. I have created a whole lot of spaghetti nonsense. But I believe that I just need to connect the pipe here. I think. this is... It's below 50. So, like, when this gets below 50, it allows the water to pass through. This is actually very efficient. I think I can set that below 50. This is doing so much better than I thought it would. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna set this to 40 because I'm ambitious. So, yeah, the idea is the water flows through here, the Wheezeworts cool it down to an incredible degree, and once it gets to the temperature that I'm requesting, it allows it to pass through here and back into the system, and eventually I will just have water that is the correct temperature. Eventually. Oh, wait. Hold on, this tank isn't actually connected to anything. What was I doing with that? Huh. I could have sworn that this was supposed to be connected into this loop. Huh. Now, how do I connect it into this loop? I mean, I can send it out that way, easily. Although, yeah, that, like, I can send it out, but how do I put water in? Like, once it's cool enough, it goes back up through here and in there. Let's see, that goes in there. And then this connects. What is this connected to? This. Okay. What did I do here? Oh no. Okay, this one is going out into the cooling system. And the inward is okay, that's the exhaust pipe. Okay, so this is kind of the circle that I want it to be doing, yes. But I've been vigorously cooling this tank, and yet this tank is not hooked into anything. How do I... I think what I need is for this tank to connect to this, and then this connect into the system. So... So this bridge needs to go. I think. Yeah, it's this bridge needs to be removed. Spaghetti plumbing. Yeah. I mean, I did spectacular things here, but I somehow cut an entire tank of water out of the equation. Which is fairly spectacular of me, I think, but not at all useful. But yeah, the bridge needs to go. Okay. Come on, guys, come and spread water everywhere. And yeah, I've got spaghetti all over my base, simply because of the way that things ended up being configured. Like, within the base we have the clean water and the dirty water, and all of the various things that go around with that. We have various pipes inbound, outbound, and going in directions that we prefer not to think about. And it's all just grand. I think I removed the wrong bridge. Hold on a moment here. I removed the wrong bridge. Well, isn't that spectacular? This one was the bridge that I needed to take away. I'm also not sure what I was doing with this particular pipe. I don't know what's going on there. I want to deconstruct this bridge too. Yeah, like that, I guess. And frankly, deconstruct this. You better be deconstructing the bridge. Yes, okay. Okay, so I need a new bridge. That goes there. That gets deconstructed. Now let's see. That gets deconstructed. And that gets deconstructed. And then this gets connected in there. And more deconstruction. This could have been a lot simpler than it is. I did myself a deep disservice here. Okay, like that, yes. Like that, yes. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna come back to this in a sec because I see I have new printables. Does George... Oh, George has another skill point. Congratulations on learning some plumbing, sir. Oh my goodness. Already processed iron? Yes, please. Thank you. Don't need a dupe. Give me the iron. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay, progress. And then the last pipe connects these. And then I think it's good. Oh dear, where'd all the chlorine go? Oh. It's all down there now. Great. And we are cooling this water. Yes. So yeah, this configuration works for this amount of water. But yeah, for larger amounts of stuff, the 6 Wheezeworts method is not going to work. But yeah, the Wheezeworts are why I'm farming Dreco for their phosphorite. But yeah. Oh, my glorious fish. Okay, and that configuration is doing very nicely. Let's see, over here, we're still working on capturing the fish. I'm going to bypass this chamber for the moment. Let's see, how do I get to the next fish? Downward. So I think if I build a ladder like this, and like this, that gets me access to here. And there's more fish over here. So much fish. Still gonna have to figure out how to get to these guys, but and these guys. But we'll go a step at a time, darn it. Okay. That is the upward direction, which is going quite well, if I say so myself. Downward. Ooh, they built the floor here. Perfect. Which means that we let them finish the ladder. And we dig out all this stuff. We will lose a little bit of water in this process, but that should be fine. I don't have to lose water in this process, actually. What we do is we dig that out and we tile that up. And that way I don't even lose a drop. Oh, me mago. I mean, I may need a bigger tank, but for the moment, we're fine. I will deal with the maybe need a bigger tank problem later. I should have built this in a different way, honestly. This is the worst possible way I could have built this. But, you know, you live, you learn. So what I do is like this. Yep, like that. And there's a pump that goes in here. And we want a liquid element sensor that lives here. With an automation wire. Like that. And that's odd. Why am I not getting the power view? There we go. And bring this across here, down here, and in there. And I want it hooked into that pipe, so let's bring this like straight across here and under here. And ka-chunk. Just try to click on something on my game screen. That's not how it works. Nope, nope. Unfortunately, you can't build anything for me. Alas. And just do like this. Just to be certain. And eventually they'll get around to finishing that. They don't have to until this whole thing is empty. Like, the idea will be like, once this is empty, just pull this pump entirely. And then just this pump for the water from the generator here. You wouldn't want me to, I'd just mess things up. It would be a mess up for the ages. If two people were simultaneously trying to build in the same base, that would indeed be a mess up for the ages. Actually, speaking of things that need to be built in the base, I need to put that airflow tile back there. Much better. Okay. That'll be built soon. As I specifically designed this water tank to bleed carbon dioxide, so... What are those white animal things? Oh! these are actually, they're from the Frosty pack. If one of them will hold still, just... This is a phlox. I'm not actually farming them because it's way too warm here for them. But for some reason, the dupes consider them to be good decor. Generally speaking, they're meat, and if you have a harvester, you can actually harvest their antlers for wood. Which is, that's quite a thing. I only have spaced out. Ah, yeah. I mean, I would totally recommend turning off spaced out and just try and get a win in the base game before dealing with radiation and everything that spaced out brings in. The Frosty Pack has a lot less negative effects, in all honesty, as long as you're not in the Frosty asteroid, of course. So I actually have the Frosty Pack turned on for this base, which is why I have the phlox. But I'm not doing a lot with the frosty things, simply because it's not cold enough. But how could I resist the only fox-like beings that they've put into the games, right? You turned on Proxy and it gave a phlox, or two. Yeah, well, so far it's given me 2 phlox, which is perfect. I have one living in my research lab and one living in my recreation room. And that has actually worked out really well. I mean, they're constantly too hot, but because they're not tamed... Oh, who knows, really. We'll just have to see what the printables provide. That's how I've been doing it so far. Actually, I've just been reminded I should check my blueprints. Where's the field where it goes? It's phlox barren. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. RNG, you know, sometimes their field is barren and sometimes not. Eggplant Atmo boots. Purple boots for stomping around in hostile environments. Okay. There was another one. Frilly Leech gloves. Thick, soft green gloves with added flouts. Thank you. Okay. But yes, it's mainly been just, you know, trying to collect all the fish in the game, trying to get my water to an appropriate temperature, so that I can go back to refining steel, because my water got too hot. So my pipes that are connected to my refiner kept breaking. But maybe the main question here is, like, what temperature the water is. In general. Let's see. This would be the hottest tank right now. What temperature is the water in here? 77.2. Nope, we need to keep running the cooler for longer. The cooler must cool. This water. Ooh, new printables? Does George have a skill point? No, George does not. Dang it, Belle, I'm already on your network. Okay, what do we got here? 3 dupes and algae. I will take the algae. I can always use more algae. It's our main source of oxygen right now. And if I don't find a hydrogen vent, that's going to change, but for the moment, algae is our primary source of oxygen, so I do have to keep an eye on it and make sure that there's always enough. Still building down here. Although progress has definitely been made, it looks like the power is hooked up. The pipe is not. But the incredibly happy at the moment Bert is going to do some of that. This water level is dropping. This water level is rising. I mean, I can make this tank wider, but I don't want to. It would be better to make it taller if I have to. Which I'm probably going to have to. Because, like, with the water level like this, and there's still this much water left to go in. Okay, you are going to be sensing polluted water. And the best part about all of this is that the way I have this set up, nobody can get themselves trapped. The genius of me, yay! Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this tank deeper. Thankfully, that's pretty easy. Just run this up here like this. And run this up here like that. And then take this liquid vent and put it here, I guess. Like that. The main problem here is that if this tank overflows, it's going to overflow directly into the place that I'm taking water from, and then we just end up with a never-ending cycle. And that's really not what I want. Hopefully that will be deep enough. I can always go deeper, but I don't entirely want to. How are the water levels in the base? Oh, we're still looking pretty good here. Okay, I should do a hatch check because I keep forgetting to do the hatch check. And yeah, we see I've forgotten to do the hatch check recently. They're all over because where did this come from? Where did that come from? Wrangle them all. There should not be hatch in this portion of the base, darn it. I really should have set up something automated for this, but I didn't, so now I suffer. And why aren't you being wrangled? Okay, now the hatch will not be able to jump down anymore. And Gossman will take care of putting them into my pile. We don't even want to talk about how many hatch there are here right now. It's a little bit of a concern how many hatch there are right there right now. But now there are no more hatch running around this portion of the base. Excellent. And there's 4 hatch in there, and 4 hatch in here, and everything is hunky-dory. They're getting their teeth brushed. It's great. But yeah, at some point I'm going to have to turn this into an actual room. I should probably start now. Like right now I don't have any hatch to be dropped off, so if I turn this into a regular tile. Like the idea is going to be to like make this a room with a proper floor and stuff. A, so that I can see the horror that is my incredible number of hatch, and B, so that I can build storage. And a bunch of my hatch are suffocating now, aren't they? Behold, the hatchception! Look like a bunch of Zerglings coming out for a rush. I mean, maybe. There. Eventually this will be a nice room, but I have to figure out how to do it in a way that does not trap any of my hatch. I'm not putting a door on this room, just as a by-the-by. I don't need to. The drop is so great, they never attempt it. Yeah, I'm trying to use natural solutions as much as possible. Hello, baby. Get wrangled. Why is there a berry down here? Did somebody drop it on their way to dinner? Whole bunch of babies again. Why can I never keep on top of this? How many eggs are there in that pile? How much have you... Oh. How much have you guys been doing that? Should turn off that water cooler, I think. Oh well. Okay, so let's go. I am going to take my break soon, but I want to check on the progress in the fish reclamation. No more fish. Alright. Deconstruct that. And I worked my way down to this tank. So... Huh? Why am I not getting the rope? Well, whatever. And put a fish trap in there. There's fish in here. There's fish in here. And in here. But then we're too close to the surface. Slink, hello! Still the wrong game, but welcome back to the stream anyway. And then she takes the gold, then Nails takes the gold and builds a fish trap here. Somebody will come and do something about that. There does not appear to be a fish in here. Well, the question is whether to go for the upward fish first or whether to go for the downward fish first. Oh right, it's Terraria. Oh, closer! Much closer. More difficult than Terraria, though. The fish is mine. Okay, you know, I'm closest to these ones, so let's go and... I go across here like this. And... like this. Or was Fallout Shelter? Still incorrect. This is Oxygen Not Included, just like what the stream title says. Unless I really mistyped in my hurry. I did have to hurry today. That looks like... is that more salt? No, wait, no, that's sand. Okay. This also gives me some more algae to add to my collection. Since I'm down to 9 tons, more algae is good. I may just come through here and like slice out sectors of algae from this area. I'm just keeping an eye on Nails to make sure she doesn't get herself stuck, but I think it's gonna be fine. And more algae to add to my glorious collection. Didn't realize I'd break through to that particular chamber, but that's fine. We'll just claim some algae here. Okay, that I recognize that sheen. That is more printables. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go and look at what those printables are, and then I will take my break after I've had a look, and we'll check to see Nope, George still does not have another skill point. Okay, what do we got? A Max, a Catalina, a Nicola, and a Pipsqueak! We're taking the Pipsqueak. We're going to have a fox and a kitty in the recreation room. Hello, baby. It seems confused. Ah, well, it's fine. And how are the Draco doing? There's one too many of them in there. Not the biggest fan of that. Let's see, how old are you? You're 84. You're 14. You're 68. Whoop. Yeah, we're going to remove the 84-year-old. Farewell, this is your retirement. Congratulations, you're neat now. And now they ain't crowded anymore. But also, I think I'm going to dump the mealwood. Too much meal lice. And the thing is, like, I can have them cook the meal lice, but then they don't eat it because there's much better food on hand. The pickled meal, they just don't touch it because there's all sorts of wonderful other things. Like, there's 6.2 kilograms of cooked seafood in here. Why is this so full? This fridge is so full. What is it full of? Hold on a moment. What the heck is in here? Oh, it's full of fried mushroom. Let's fix that. Let's make some more mushroom wraps. I'm pretty sure we have lettuce. We do. I don't remember frying this much mushroom. But, yeah. I'm very confused as to how this is so full. Very strange. I mean, there's 17 kilograms of pickled meal, sure. It's the 3,000, there's only like there's 3 of the nutrient bar. 44 kilograms of muckroot. There's the problem right there. It's the muckroot. The muckroot is taking up all the space. Like, if I were to dump the muck root onto the floor, look how empty the fridge is without the muck root. Okay, going to take a moment here to contemplate. I don't want to just leave the muck root sitting on the floor. That's just unpleasant. So, emergency food supply. Is it in food? It might be in food. Yep, there it is. We're going to just sort of tuck a ration box into the corner here. No, not Menchie. Not Menchie. Muck. I mean, frankly, when it comes down to the emergency food supply, this is it right here that I'm messing around with. If it's a living food supply. The chamber o hatches is the emergency food supply. Liquid output. Yes, I know, because I just want it stored in there. Except there isn't enough, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay. Now that we have this, we're going to store all the muck root in here. The meal lice, frankly, can sit and rot. I don't care about the meal lice anymore. But we're going to store the muck root in here. And now we have a much more realistic how much is in the fridge. Do I have pinch of pepper nut? I do not. I do have a fair amount of bristleberry, though. And quite a bit of mushroom. Okay. Going to cook some bristleberry. The stuffed berry takes pinch of pepper nut. Well, we're still going to feed people on bristleberry. And we have a massive amount of sleep wheat, so let's make some frost buns too. There we go. That'll use up some ingredients. But yeah, now down here, 44.1 kilograms of muck root that nobody will eat unless there is no other food. Frankly, I should dump the nutrient bars in there too, because they won't eat the nutrient bars unless there's no other food. We got quite a bit of barbecue going. Yeah, I think I'm gonna dump the nutrient bars out of here and store them in this box as well. Oh, can I not store nutrient bars in here? Hold on. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. Okay, so we'll store the muck root and the nutrient bars down here because they'll only eat them in emergencies. So... and we'll get this fridge nice and full of wonderful food that they'll actually eat. Oh, I should turn off the harvest. Disable the harvesting. I don't know how much wild mealwood I was actually harvesting, so this is... either way, eventually they'll move this pile of nutrient bars that will never rot into into the ration box. It almost made it that time. Are there 2 babies here, or are there 3 babies here? My life is constantly wrangling someone else's children. So many children. Was I harvesting bees? Yes, I was. These are basically dead, aren't they? I mean, I said I was gonna go to my break right after I checked those printables, but then I got distracted by stuff. How are we doing here? Oh, good. Okay. Plumbing. Deconstruct that. Vent. Because we don't need them both. How's the water levels here? Oh, they're actually dropping. It's a miracle. Okay. This tank should hopefully be deep enough for all of this water. Hopefully. And this all is now a closed thingamabob. Which it should have been to start with, but I was in a hurry. I wonder if I should make the kitchen its own natural gas tank. I don't feel like I need to. Okay, how are we looking here? This fridge is still woefully empty, but it's got quite a bit of food in here that the people will actually eat. So... and in here, what do we got? Still got quite a bit of bristleberry. Lettuce, meat. We do have mushroom. We have mushrooms and lettuce. I think what I'm missing for this is the fried mushroom. Yeah, so if I fry up some mushrooms... so like, if I fry some mushrooms... then I can make some mushroom wraps. Although first we're going to be making bristleberry. Okay, I gotta stop getting distracted. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause. I'm going to save manually for the first time tonight. And we will resume on the cooking here with Amari and our wonderfully appointed kitchen after my break. And I mean, there's a whole bunch of waiting for things happening at this point, so I think I may start drywalling some more rooms, particularly the bedrooms, I think, and the ranches and the farms and stuff. Like, I've been working on slowly drywalling the whole base. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to take my break. I'm going to refill my drink. I might run some more ads. I definitely need to have a bio break. And I'm going to take care of all those things, and I will be back in just a few minutes.